Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Graceman Crafts. For today's video, I will be doing a tutorial on this quiet book page, also known as a busy book, and they're pretty much fabric books intended for children of all ages, and they include educational activities that can keep them busy. So I'm actually doing one for my niece that's a little over 1.5 years, and there's a bunch of ideas on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and this is just my take on this specific book page. So the idea of this page is to have a rainbow and that rainbow be made of zippers. So I got these 7-inch zippers from Hobby Lobby. They're polyester, so I recommend doing polyester just because it's easier to sew. And I sewed 2 zippers together and then sewed those pairs together just to make it easier. And then you want to measure the width of the zippers to know how big to make your clouds and grass. I use stiffened felt for the material, so my Cricut is able to cut it. I just use felt wool bonded as a setting. So this is how it should look once it's cut up. I did 1 piece of grass because since I'm sewing it over the zippers, I just didn't want it to be too thick, and then 2 clouds that I will sew together. And for the sun, I did the bottom layer, and then for the top I did 2 separate layers, so it's the middle part and then the little spikes that are around the sun. And I will be applying velcro to the sun so that she can detach it from the cloud and put it into the zipper. So I applied 1 on the cloud and 1 on the back of the sun, and I recommend using the one that doesn't have the glue on the back just so it's easier to sew. And I sew the velcro onto the sun and onto the cloud before putting it all together. And again, here I'm just sewing the velcro onto just 1 piece of the cloud, and here I will sew them together. And for the actual book page, I'm using this 10 by 10 piece of fabric, and I'm just ironing it to take out any of the wrinkles. And then afterwards, I just wet a piece of cloth that I have to put over it, and then I iron it once again. And to stiffen up the pages, I use fusible interfacing, and what it does, it adds stability to the pages. And this is one-sided, meaning it has glue on one side. So what you do is you align the fabric with the side that has the glue, and you put that together. Once you apply heat, the glue melts into the fabric, creating extra support. And then you just measure your finished page to make sure it's the correct measurements for your book, and I just cut off any excess fabric. Alright, so moving on, I sewed the zippers onto the book page, and I did both ends so that's almost like a pocket that she can put the sun into. And here I will sew the grass onto the fabric. And since I did get the zippers with the polyester material, it was a lot easier to sew over the teeth or the chain of the zipper. And also, side note, don't forget to pull the thread towards the back of the page so that the front looks nice and neat. And here is a completed page. I'm still in the process of completing the book, so I've done a few pages here and there. Obviously, you still need to put the border around it, bind the book, but that'll be till later when I finish the pages. Every time I do finish one, I have my niece preview it, and you can see here she's kind of playing around with the sun and putting it into the zipper. I found she had trouble unzipping the tab, so maybe adding ribbon to it may make it easier for them. And also, this is an activity that she will definitely grow into. So she's a year and a half right now, but once she's a little older, maybe 3 or 4 or even 5 years old, she'll still have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to see more crafting related videos, and I will see you next time.